Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Monday. What a great weekend it was trading crypto. And it hasn't let up on Monday. There were some people talking about, oh, great trading. Oh, everything's up and it's all going to come crashing back down on Monday. And nope, still going up. This is the daily chart we see right here. Dogecoin still 8.9 cents. Did touch just over 9 cents early this morning, and it's trying to get back there. We also have Bitcoin. I mean, this Bitcoin chart is just crazy, absolutely crazy. We were in this upward channel, and then over the weekend just broke out and touched 42K, and looks like it's trying to hit it again here. Crazy. Crypto market is just going nuts. I hope you all are doing well and you didn't sell because now is a great time to be holding crypto. Now is a great time, especially Dogecoin. I mean, here we were back in August buying crypto, in September buying crypto, in October buying crypto. Yes, we were buying. I had this wedge drawn and I'm like, guys, this is going to be it. It's going to take off. We had this one last drop here on the 9th of October, came down to 5.7 cents. And I was like, I'm just buying a crap. It went back up by the time I bought, but I bought a crap ton right there at 588. And we also bought into the Kriss DCA portfolio, which I'll show you in a minute. And with that, it was time to take off. There was one last dip right here on 19th of October, right there on 19th of October. We had one last dip down, right? And I think that's where Mars, you bought some right there. If I recall, you bought some right there. And then we took off. And, you know, from 24th of October moving up, I was like, okay, I drew this support line here. And I was like, that's a pretty bold line to be following up, right? And Doge trading up, kept down, hitting that line, hitting that line, hitting that line, hitting that line, came back down on 21st of November, came down, hit that line, and what did it do? Golden cross. That's the 50-day moving average crossing over the 200-day moving average. And look what happened. We have just taken off. So how much of this is Doge? How much of this is Bitcoin? I say it's both, because not all cryptos have done this. Not all cryptos have done this. A lot of cryptos they've gone up kind of with the Bitcoin momentum, and then they've fallen back off. We had SHIB yesterday. And SHIB, I was like, hey, SHIB is going to like break out. That's what was happening yesterday. We had this breakout on SHIB. And I was like, okay, here we go, right? SHIB is going to take off. Hit a good number. And it's typical, right? There's some profit taking, trades back down, comes back up, and then it dumped. And then SHIB just dumped back down. And I was just like, ah. But Doge didn't do that. Doge just kept going up. Doge just keeps going up. So what are we going to talk about here today? We're going to be talking about the coming explosion. Because as I've shown, we already had one with that golden cross. We've been up like 25% since that golden cross. But we are on the verge of something even bigger that we know that we saw in Dogecoin back in 2021. The momentum is there. The excitement is building. That's why we're here. I'll touch on some other cryptos too. Yes, we'll get to JASMY. We'll get to others because there is a lot to talk about. There's a lot of green in the market. There's some retracement going on. Let me drop down here in the corner because Solana, right? Solana had this big run before and it's dropping off. That's not unexpected. But some of like the OG cryptos from the 2021 run that did really well, like VeChain. VeChain is moving up now, finally, after so long. Everyone's saying, oh, VeChain's such a great project. But it's just been wallowing in this bear market and just not even moving. And now it's moving up. And then Harmony One, just out of nowhere, says, okay, I'm going to be in this game too. And it's moving up. So we have a lot of cryptos moving up. And we have a lot of new ones. The ordinals, we got Ordi and we got Stacks just completely taking off. And we'll touch on the memes as well. But we start with Doge. And we will be watching Dogecoin as it makes another run at 9 cents here, while Bitcoin has just eclipsed 42,000 again. There's Bitcoin at 42,016. Guys, the excitement is just building. It's just building. And you're going to say, oh, Kriss, when can I buy some more? When's the dip going to come? Well, if you saw me on X Twitter, I told you, right? I said, look, here's the Doge dip, right? We had one. Here's another one. As soon as it follows the outline of the Doge and it comes back down, that's your time to buy right there. The Doge dip, right? And so what did we have today? We had the Doge dip. There it was. Guys, you got to follow me on X Twitter. We're having fun. We're trying to have fun anyway. But with Dogecoin, it's hard not to have fun, right? That's just what makes Doge so different from all these other cryptocurrencies that take themselves so seriously. And we're just like, dude, one Doge equals one Doge. But you want to know, like, when's it going to hit $1, right? Or when's it going to drop down so I can buy some more at a cheap price? So we'll be talking about that stuff too tonight. So I hope everyone's doing well. We start with Dogecoin breaks key 8.8. Well, it was 8.7 on my chart. It was 8.7 ahead of its 10th birthday. So this is going to be the big party we're having on Wednesday night live at 5 o'clock right here on the Kriss Pax channel, celebrating Dogecoin's 10th birthday. Yes, 10 years since Billy Marcus pressed the button to let Dogecoin out into the world. 10 years ago from Wednesday. So we will be live and we will be talking about that, going back in history, looking at how Dogecoin traded back in the early days, telling some stories. But then who knows what's going to happen between today and Wednesday? We could have a lot going on to talk about as well. So we'll do all of that, and that will be fun on Wednesday. And then don't forget that a week from Wednesday, on the 13th, we're going to be having the most exciting live stream. The most exciting live stream ever. And I know you guys want to know crypto taxes. That's right. Crypto taxes, it is that time of year again where we prepare for the end of the year. And what are you going to do about taxes? And how are you preparing for it? Are you properly keeping track of all of your purchases and all of your sales? It is going to be the most exciting live stream ever. Well, not, but it's important because you know what? The IRS is still hiring 80,000 new agents that are going to be after you if you don't do your taxes right. So we got to talk about that too. And the time is to do it now in December and not in April, because I'm in the United States, April 15th is tax day. But if you talk about it in April, you can't do anything with your trading. Are you going to sell some to be able to take some profits in order to outgain some losses you might have and even out your tax situation? What's the most that you can claim on losses and short-term gains versus long-term? We're going to talk about all of that. I know, Jason, it's fun. We're going to make it fun as much as we can, but it's good information that you guys should have as we prepare for the end of the year. So that's going to be the 13th. That's a week from Wednesday. See, I plan out all my stuff ahead. You guys have no idea. Of course, things like Bitcoin breaking out to 42,000. Yeah, we don't always plan for that. Didn't know Bitcoin was going to do that. But it just keeps going up. So that's all coming up ahead. So let's get the Doge chart up here and let me check out what is going on in the chat today. We've got Jason, hello, nice jump up, 9 cents. Yes, we hit 9 cents here early this morning. I was not awake for that. And we're trying to get back up. So this is this yellow line here on my chart at 9. This blue one was 8.7. We did cross over, came up to 9. Drop down to retest 8.7 and then are moving back up. Classic trading. That's what we've got. And these are just traders, right? And we've got some leverage stuff. We'll talk about this red candle here in a little bit because that red candle there happened across all of crypto. And we had a lot of leverage traders that got wrecked in that. And I'll show you how many millions of dollars people lost. And I'm just like, how can you lose money in a bull market? Guys, we are in the bull market and people are losing money because they're dinking around with leverage trading and the exchanges always win. Now, every once in a while, you're going to have a big one and you're going to win, you're going to gain some, but the potential of losing, Anyway, we'll get into that. Slaw Kapower. All right, Mr. Cheyenne, let's do it. Yes. Alexander, I love it. It is a great time to be alive, especially for those that missed out on the 2021 bull run or were here during the bull run, but you just held and you didn't take any profits. This is where wealth is made. This is where wealth is made here. We were talking about this over the summer. Earlier in the stream, I showed you the chart. Dogecoin was down below 6 cents. That's when we were accumulating. We were accumulating then. Now, you can still accumulate more now. 8-cent Dogecoin a year from now is probably going to look pretty tasty. It's like, wow, you bought Dogecoin at 8 cents? But you could have had it in the 5s. And we did because we were buying in the 5s. So that's what we've got going on. Giancarlo, Dogecoin to the moon. Yes. And that was on my cover. And that is why, that's exactly why I think we're seeing this good, consistent trading with Dogecoin, with Bitcoin, because people aren't selling their Dogecoin. Not before December 23rd, the first Doge mission, and probably not until middle of January when there's the second Doge mission, the SpaceX one, paid for in Dogecoin, all of that. So people aren't selling. just like they're not selling their Bitcoin because of this impending spot, ETF stuff, where billions upon billions of dollars could come flowing into the crypto market. Maybe even $1 trillion. That's going to be exciting. And that's why we're here now, preparing for that. So those that weren't buying earlier on, we're going to talk in a little bit about what to look for to buy on another dip. Because that's what I said on X Twitter here is, the outline of the Doge, right? You look for the outline of the Doge and then you buy the dip. So in a Doge market, you buy the dip, and that's what you look for. So we will be looking for that. Hey, Pietro, how are you? Always love doing that intro, and I'll be making some more intros as we go. They're always fun. Mars, yes. Duck Fam, hello. Jack, welcome. JASMY, yes, Jack. Let's take a quick look at JASMY before we get into all the news, because JASMY is waking up, guys. I've been talking about JASMY for almost 9 months now. And now JASMY, it's moved up over half a penny, still just half a penny for JASMY. But we go to the daily chart and we like JASMY. JASMY had this big run up here from 19 of October up to 12 November and started trading back down. But guess what? It hit its golden cross and now it's trading back up. JASMY has a potential for huge gains once it takes off. It is still kind of thought to be a meme coin, but yet it's still tied to like Japanese finances somehow. And I don't quite get all of that, but I was like, so many people were talking about JASMY that I had to buy some. So I did. My JASMY average is 0.0046. That's this kind of light blue line here. And you'll see that on my charts when I look at all of these other coins, is I always have my average price on there. So I know when I'm in the green. Of course, most of them now are well in the green, and those lines don't even show up on my charts anymore because so many things have taken off already. But JASMY had to come back and retest my average and then move up back up. So, but that's that. But that's my overall average, because I had some JASMY early on that was bought at this insane high price here. If I go to the weekly chart, you'll see where JASMY used to be at 10 cents. 10 cents for JASMY 2 years ago. JASMY was at 10 cents. It had dropped back down to, I'm kind of in the way right here, right above my head here, right above my head there. It had dropped down to about 1.3 cents, and then it just went crazy and went back up to 5 cents. And so I had bought some right during that rally. I didn't buy any at 10. 10 is my long-term target for JASMY, for that, whoever was asking there. That's my long-term JASMY prediction. But we're at half a penny still. And so JASMY has a lot of room to run. But this move right here, that came up to about 4.75 cents right there. So I would say that would be sort of an interim target. So that's like an 8x from here. 8x is pretty good. That's a pretty good return from here. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for JASMY. So I'm on board with JASMY. Again, only 0.005 for JASMY. That's not a bad price. Again, my average is now 0.004. I was buying some a little lower. In our Kriss DCA portfolio, we were buying JASMY at 0.00366. That's our JASMY average there in the Kriss portfolio. So we've got really good average there. We're up 58% already on this JASMY purchase that we made. 125,000 JASMY tokens sitting in this portfolio right here. That's pretty sweet. So that's my take on JASMY right now. We'll get into it more later in detail. I just want to get back to this Doge chart because we're making a run toward 9 cents. I mean, look at Bitcoin now, 42.3. It's just, I got to put the 42K line in here just so we can judge the this line. So there's 42K. Yeah, Bitcoin just keeps going up, guys. Keeps going up. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I get sidetracked here, especially when we're exciting, having fun. DCA works. Yes, it does, Jason. And so you're up on all your averages. Awesome. Hassan Ergo, good to be back. If I'm not on live, I'm always watching your videos. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. We're having fun. I know a lot of people who used to watch me on my old channel are finding me again as this is getting exciting. Welcome back. I've just been here slogging through the bear market, accumulating Dogecoin because I didn't have enough in 2021, obviously, and I've got a lot more now. So Doge is one of the safest 10x. And back over the summer, I was doing these comparisons between Bitcoin and Dogecoin. And even here with Bitcoin at 42K, and Dogecoin, let's say at 9 cents. To get to Dogecoin's all-time high from 9 cents, right? That's an 8x from here. And that's just to Dogecoin's all-time high is an 8x, right? You look at Bitcoin at 42K, it does an 8x. It's over $300,000 of Bitcoin, which is like, 4 times its all-time high. Which do you think has the potential of making you more money today? Buying Dogecoin or buying Bitcoin? I'm just saying. That's all it is. Francisco, how are you? If Doge goes to $1, can you change your name back? Nope, I am Kriss Pax for good now. This is me. But thank you. Been building. Bull Run, what's up? Tedward, most optimistic I've been in a long time with Doge. I sense the incoming wave. We all hopefully will be green by year end. And I hope some of you that had these older bags of Doge, that you were able to DCA in some Doge at some lower prices. And now you've got a nice average, hopefully you got it below 10 cents. If not, Doge is going to catch up to you. Just have to be patient. Just be patient. I am not buying Luna Classic. I know. I'm not buying Luna or Luna Classic. I know Luna Classic, there's something going on. There was some voting, membership, and all that stuff. But to me, it's not, there's no utility there. It's not doing anything. So, but I know there are gains to be made. And I hope you all make a big bag of money on Luna Classic, whatever you want. But I'm not watching it. So, yeah, BTC above 42K. Jason might have to drink during the tax stream. I think Constructwall asks a good question. Is Elon on X Twitter going to have an exchange to be able to buy and sell stocks, crypto, whatever? I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually gets there. I would say that's probably next year. I'd say that would be like a phase 2 or phase 3 would be getting into that. You can now type in like $Doge and you get the chart coming up, which is cool. Show you that. Let's come up here. And you just go dollar Doge, right? Bum, bum, bum. And the chart shows up. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. You get the instant chart on X Twitter there. So, yep. It'll come though. I think it'll eventually come, but it's not high on Elon's list. His first is to get X to work like PayPal, so you can send money back and forth. That's his first thing he wants to do, is to be able to make payments across the platform and then outside of the platform, like you can with WeChat in China. He wants to do that with X. So that will be huge. And if within X, there can be Dogecoin, which is international, because as soon as you have fiat money and I got to send fiat money to you and you're not American, right? Let's say you're in the EU, right? It's like, where does that conversion happen between American dollars and euros or whatever other currency? But if you do it with Dogecoin, there's no conversion to be done. It would just be so much easier for him to do that. So, more mentor, welcome. New in the US, we'll need to find some tutorial about crypto taxes. Yeah, if you do like a Google search, you'll get some stuff, but it won't be as exciting and fun as me talking about it. So on the 13th of December, right here on the Kriss Pax channel at 5 o'clock East Coast time, that's Boston time where I am, United States, we're going to be talking crypto taxes. Going to be fun. Not ready for the O-face yet. So Bull Run, what do you got? Let's make a deal. You tell me what coins you're getting for the pump, and I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you when it's time. When it's time. I was loading up on Doge at JASMY prices. Now loading JASMY. There you go. Nate, how are you? Good to see you. I predict Doge will be number 3 crypto by mid-2025. Well, you know, Nate, it's not a bad prediction. And we show that quite often here. Oh, I did a reset and it turns to ugly white. Gotta get back. Here we go. So Bitcoin is now at $826 billion. ETH is at $270 billion. If Tether stays where it is, let's just say it just stays there, right? At like 90. But Dogecoin goes to $1. There's 142 billion Dogecoin. So that would be $142 billion market cap, number 3. It's as easy as that. Dogecoin to $1. Of course, it'll only have to be maybe 60, 70 cents, and it would be over Tether now. But it's just easier to do the math on $1. Odrip says 15 cents by the end of the year for Doge. Aha. Boss Mac, hey Chris, I'm a member of your channel. I don't see the join button on your page. You can't do it on your phone, and I don't think on the iPad. I think you just have to go to the website on a computer, and then there's the join button there. Or I now have a banner here that I added to my website here, or on my YouTube channel here, that lists the people here. There's Nate right there, and you just say join right there. So you just, I guess you can't do it on your phone. So how many bull runs will we need to go through in order for Bitcoin to get to $1 million? $1 million of Bitcoin. Yeah, that could be a few more 4-year cycles to get there, but who knows, right? Who knows? There are some talking about super cycles, like with the spot ETFs, Bitcoin isn't going to go into these big bear big bear markets again. We don't know. But now is the time to be alive because this is happening now. Bitcoin, $42,000. And we're not even out of 2023 yet. People earlier in the summer who were talking about Bitcoin maybe by 40,000 by the halving, and the halving is next April. And here we are already at 42K, and we're still in 2023. Crazy, man. Crazy. Samir, $100 would just be such a huge market cap with 142 billion Dogecoins. Maybe $10 max, something like that, but not 100. So just to keep things real, which is what I do. So when Doge pump, goodbye Lambo says, when Doge pump, guys, it's pumping. It's already. Yeah, I'm not buying a Lambo. I don't need a Lambo. You're going to roll everything into Bitcoin. That's not a bad strategy. Take some gains from altcoins that you make. Like if you do a 3x, 4x, or 10x on some altcoin, sell it, book the profit, and roll it into Bitcoin. That's not a bad strategy. CDM, how are you? The chart on X is, it's been there for a little while. That's been showing up for a month or so. That's when I noticed it. But that's pretty good. Sunday night rally. You know, Toss, that's what it looks like. It looks like we're on this regular kind of weekend cycle now where crypto's not slowing down on the weekends. I might have to start doing weekend streams again because it just keeps rolling, right? It just keeps rolling. Pum, 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 pum. Already talked about that. If we pass 21 cents, Doge won't stop. We'll look at some articles on that in a minute. 10 cents was my most recent prediction. Well, my prediction from the beginning of January was 12-cent Dogecoin. And I got a lot of crap for that. People saying, oh, 12 cent, that's so low. It's going to be way higher. That 12-cent Dogecoin prediction that I had from back in January is actually looking pretty good right now. But 10 is probably a little more realistic right now. Yep. Flow Finder, I don't have a Tangent wallet. I've never used it. I have Ledger. That's my hardware wallet, is the Ledger. That's what I use. Of course, I've got links in the description below and all that for Ledger, but this is mine right here. This is what I use. I have not tried a Tangent, so I do not know much about it. Doge profits are going to go towards a new roof, windows, flooring in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Do I talk about Ethereum? I do, Aaron. I do. Retrace that CDM. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. I was just getting caught up on the chat here. So ETH just broke 2,200. I still have a bunch of ETH that is staked, but getting over this 2120 line was key for me in terms of where ETH was going. And ETH it's just kind of following Bitcoin right now, not really doing much on its own. It did have a little bit of a run versus Bitcoin. If we go to the ETH BTC chart, we will see that there was this. We were talking about this actually back here. Back in 17th of November, we were looking at this ETH BTC chart. And my prediction as this was starting to go down was it would come down and then we would come back up and ETH would run back up as opposed to Bitcoin. And it eventually did. It took a little longer, But by 21st, 22nd of November, ETH was running up in comparison to Bitcoin. That's what this chart is. This is the ETH BTC chart. So I'm watching this because this plays into a lot of Bitcoin dominance, because Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency. As Ethereum trades versus Bitcoin, pretty much so does the Bitcoin dominance, because ETH is so heavy. And then after that, you've got some stable coins there with big market caps. So yeah, I keep up with this ETH BTC chart. And now that Bitcoin has made this run over 40K up to 42, ETH has not kept up. So you see this ETH BTC now showing these red candles going down because ETH isn't catching up with Bitcoin right now. But I think it will, just like we did back here. I would predict that we would probably see something very similar as what we had there, and we would do something like this again. And maybe it's a little more realistic and a sort of a double run there that we would see, where ETH then comes back. So we'll watch that. But that's typically what we see with ETH versus Bitcoin. So we'll watch that. All right. I want to get into a few other news things and talk about this possible coming dip. Yes, you guys want to know, when is there going to be a dip? And I have a clue. So why Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin surged higher this weekend? Bitcoin surged above 42K, being driven by a number of key catalysts, and the number one being spot ETF. That's the big one. But you also have gold, what's happening with sort of a lot of rotation of money coming out of the stock market and coming into crypto, and primarily Bitcoin. So that's why also you saw a lot today of Bitcoin going up a lot where Ethereum wasn't, because today you had people selling stocks and buying Bitcoin. That's what you saw today. That can only happen during the week. You can't sell your stocks on a Saturday or a Sunday. So that's why I think today you saw that disparity between Bitcoin and Ethereum. But the alts always catch up. They always catch up. So Ethereum surged past 2,200 level. Investors price in potential for greater decentralization in its staking markets. So that is good for ETH. And then Dogecoin continues to rally in an outsized fashion, which we showed on the charts, providing vehicle for investors looking to play momentum. And that momentum is this month, Dogecoin to the moon, putting a literal Dogecoin on the moon right at Christmas time. That's going to be fun. And somebody suggested, Kriss, you should live stream that rocket launch. And I'm looking into doing that. That could be fun. Something fun to do. So we'll be looking at that. So we've got that. We've got Dogecoin enters December with bullish momentum, more gains to come. Yes, Doge has shown renewed momentum following a short dip from its November peak of 877. That was its resistance. It came below and then has moved now back above, and it is now above that resistance right there. So CoinGecko shows that cumulative 25% gain in 30 days. We talked about that. Dealers have transacted more than $500 million on different exchanges. Technical indicators, Dogecoin graph are positive. I mean, it's all good, right? Green days, price volatility, RSI, all showing very bullish signs for Dogecoin. As this indicator moves higher towards overbought region at 70, tides would normally shift for overbought, but momentum just keeps it going up. Keeps it going up. It's also part of the meme coins, like Bull Run is talking about with Luna. Bull Run has these other meme coins too, and some of you own them too. And there's a lot of movement in meme tokens because Dogecoin is the only real meme coin. You've heard me say this before. SHIB is not a coin. It's a token. And all these others are tokens. But meme coins, meme tokens do run. And when they run, if you're on board, you can make money. There's no doubt about that. Personally, as close as I get to it is like JASMY. And that's a long-term thing. But that's a real project with a real team. It's not a token that's built, a ERC20 token, that starts out on Uniswap, and you got to do all the swapping to get it and pay the gas fees, but then you do 100x or something like that, or a BSC token and you use your BNB and you swap in. It's not one of those, and I don't do that anymore. So I am out of that business. I've got enough going on. I'll tell you, I got enough going on. I mean, like, I bought into Stacks early on, and look what Stacks is doing. Stacks is doing better than most meme coins and meme tokens now because it actually does something, and there's a reason for it, and now it's taking off. So a lot of times you have to have patience too, and you got to wait. And I'm waiting for JASMY. JASMY is going to go on a run. I'm still waiting for others that eventually will go also, but that's one of the other things that Dogecoin has for it, is also this being part of these the meme runs that happen in crypto. Doge does that as well. Pepe, I don't know what Gorilla is. Don't really hear anything about Gorilla. Dogecoin prices jump, meme coins turn bullish. So we have a lot of that turning on, just different coins just taking off. So, and here's Dogecoin's chart, just taking off. So we have a lot of that with the memes. Dogecoin along for the ride. Dogecoin price prediction forecast. Well, here we go. So here's where Changelly sees Dogecoin coming up now. December 6th, 9 cents. December 12th, 9 cents. And then Changelly is predicting a retrace happening between the 13th, which would be Dogecoin's 10th birthday, and dropping down by Christmas time, maybe around 7.7 cents. So dropping below 8 cents is what Changelly has for this dip. So, so a little bearish going into the end of the year, with a little slight run here happening with the Dogecoin to the moon mission, but not as much as I would see. Now, I don't think we're going to see that much of a dip, but we know that there can be, let's say with Bitcoin, especially in early bull markets, we have seen Bitcoin pull back up to 20%. And if Bitcoin pulls back 20% from where it is now, that takes it down to like 33K. So that's even lower. This line is at 35, which is where I think a bottom would be for Bitcoin, at 35K. But if it goes even lower, up to 20%, that's down to 33K. And if it does that, we could see Dogecoin back in the sevens. Yes. And that would be the drop. So what would be causing that? Where was I? I was there. So this is Dogecoin's price doubling. We'll get to that. Whales boost trading volume. We'll get to that. I'm trying to get to the one where we get to the leverage trading. 30 cents incoming. Bitcoin going to new all-time highs faster than planned. Yeah, it's this one right here. So this goes back to Bitcoin. Okay. So this is my analogy for the next 2 weeks for trading, because we've got Bitcoin going faster than planned, trading now up over 42K, higher than most people had predicted for this year, 2023. And what happens then? Then you've got leverage, right? And somebody just asked me about leverage, and I do not trade with leverage. Somebody opened a $200 million position in a leveraged long on BitMEX. $200 million leveraged long. So, and they're already up $20 million. So yes, that is quite bold, actually, quite bold. So they're betting on Bitcoin just continuing up in anticipation of the spot ETF being approved. And they're placing a $200 million bet on leveraged long. So who knows what they're doing? 10x, 20x, something like that. But here's what happens is you have these liquidations. So this is just over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin has $112 million in liquidations on leveraged longs that have happened just in the last day, over $100 million, because people are riding the wave up, and there are drops along the way. So what did we see? We saw right here. This is on 4th of December, today, at 6 o'clock this morning, we had these huge leveraged long positions that got liquidated. And why was that? Because there was a little retest on the Bitcoin chart right there. And it really wasn't that much. Bitcoin hit 42K. And with all the excitement, people probably opened up these leveraged, long positions, like Bitcoin was going to keep going up, and it dropped down to about 41.2. And that was enough from 42 down to 41.2 to liquidate a lot of people. And we not only have that, but we also have Dogecoin. So we can change. This is on coinglass.com. So we can change this to just look at Doge. And we can look at what happened with Doge. Look what happened at that same time. We had over $1 million in Dogecoin bets, Dogecoin longs that got liquidated in that 1 hour this morning, that same hour. And what did Dogecoin do at that hour? Dogecoin had traded up over 9 cents. People expecting Dogecoin to keep going on, opened these leveraged long positions, and then Dogecoin dropped all the way back down here to 8.5, thus liquidating over $1 million in leveraged long positions. That's how you lose money in a bull market. Guys, it's not that hard. You buy and hold. You buy and hold. Now, not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. And yes, you're going to tell me, oh, Kriss, I just did this 10x and I got $1,000 off of it. Well, yeah, but you could have also lost more than that by getting liquidated. And you can see it happening right here live on this website. You can see which ones are getting liquidated here. Some SHIB positions are getting liquidated now. I don't know what SHIB's doing right now, but apparently it's moving, and so it's liquidating some positions. Let's see what SHIB's up to in the short term. Oh, SHIB just went up, and now it's coming back down. So SHIB starts to go on this run here. People open up these 10x, 20x leveraged longs, like SHIB is going to come back up here, and it turns around, comes back down, and liquidates wherever people are setting their bottoms. No. That's how to lose money in a bull market. Well, if you just buy and hold. Guys, do you know where the prices of these things are going in 2024? Where these are going? Now, again, not a guarantee, right? And people are going to talk about, well, I'm going to take profits here and profits there. I'm not taking any profits right now. Even though I'm in profit on like 80, 90% of all the crypto that I own now is all in profit, I'm not taking profits yet. I want to get through the Bitcoin spot ETFs. I want to get through the Doge 1 mission. I want to get through the Bitcoin halving. And I want to get through, particularly with Dogecoin, on what Elon Musk is going to do on X Twitter with X payments before I even think about starting to take any profits in Dogecoin. And I've told you guys, 35 cents is my first line with Doge, or I might skim a little bit and take a little profit. But I think it's going to keep going from there. So leverage, guys. And I know, like George on Cryptos R Us, he's like doing this degen like trading stuff. I mean, he makes a lot of money. Just on his stream alone, he had like 5,600 people on just the morning stream. And then he does the night stream too. So 2 streams a day. And he's getting like 10,000 people in his streams. So he's got a lot of extra money rolling in that he can do stuff like that. And he's trying to bring in a new kind of audience too, not just Bitcoin, but actually go into some of these other things like gaming and other stuff. So, I mean, he's having fun with it, but it's at a risk. But be careful, especially you guys with your hard-earned money. I mean, if you follow like Coinfessions on X Twitter and you read these stories about these people that are just like their life savings are just gone. And I'm just like, how do you lose your life savings in crypto? Well, you're shorting, you're betting on leverage, or you're just following these crap tokens when you could just be doing Dogecoin, some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, something like this. This is the Kriss Pax portfolio here for those that don't know. This portfolio is now up 42%. And we just started this in July. We bought in July, we bought in August, we bought in September. Everything is in the green. We have nothing in the red here. Everything's in the green. Our Dogecoin is up 44%. Our Bitcoin is up 54%. Our Ethereum is up 35%. Our render is up 150%. Algorand is up 50%. Even though Algorand has been doing crap all year, we were buying it at the bottom. We were DCAing through end of July through August and through September. So our Algorand is at 10 cents now, and Algorand's trading close to 15 cents now. So we're up 50%. XRP is up 7%. Yeah, that was kind of me, guys. I don't own any XRP. I'll buy some here. It's like one of the worst performers in this portfolio is XRP. JASMY's up 58%. Even Matic here, which we have the least of, up 29.5%. So all of this is up 42% so far, and we're just at the beginning of December of 2023. We've got a whole 2024 and what many consider the real bull market to be 2025. And we're already up this much. So if you guys are interested in this portfolio and being a part of it and actually experiencing some of the gains here, you just have to join my YouTube channel. You join my YouTube channel and you are then eligible to be receiving Dogecoin from me to you when we sell this portfolio. And as I've said, when I sell the portfolio, I'm selling everything else. I'm selling the Bitcoin, the ETH, the render, the algo. I'm selling all those. I'm not selling the Dogecoin. Dogecoin is 47% of this portfolio. So at that time, when we decide it's time to sell the portfolio, half of that Dogecoin is going to you guys. Actually, a little more than half, actually, is going to go to you guys. That's 75,000 Doge. And those that are members of my channel the longest will get a higher percentage of that Doge than the ones that just join, days before we sell. They'll get a little Doge. But you guys that are here longer, as a member of my channel, will get Doge. And I'm guessing right now, you're going to get more Doge that's going to be worth more than your monthly channel membership costs, because it's already up 42%. It's already up. And it's just going to keep going up, I think. So if you have any more questions about that, feel free to ask, because that's a lot of fun. Will Doge pump and dump after the moon mission? It could. Anytime we see big spikes in Dogecoin, generally it gets shorted down. Right now, because Dogecoin has been on these slow and steady gains, we go to the Dogecoin short chart, the shorters of Doge, and there's nothing. There's no new short positions that have been opened up in the last 2 days. There was one that got closed or liquidated here on Sunday. I think that was a liquidation. But no new short positions are being opened up of any big amounts that this chart tracks. So, are you going to short Dogecoin right now with Bitcoin continuing to move up? I'm not. I'm not betting against Doge. So, yeah, I don't know how that Doge short works, the chart. I think it just, because when shorts are opened, it's through an API, that information is somewhat public. So this one is for the Bitfinex. This is Bitfinex here, Doge shorts, that they share this information here with TradingView. So if I go to, let's say, the daily, you can see that here's some short positions opened, short positions closed, short positions open, short positions closed, open, closed. Some of these might be liquidations, but some of these might be profits. And you have to go and you have to compare it with the actual trading of Doge to see whether those were liquidations or not. I think this last one was liquidations. But that's what this chart is. This is the Doge shorts chart. And that's just one exchange. That is not across all exchanges. That you have to go to CoinGlass. This CoinGlass chart here. And it shows a number of different exchanges here. You can see it says on Binance, OKX, Bybit, Huobi, BitMEX, CoinEx, and Bitfinex are all listed here. And you'll see the Bitfinex, there's no short liquidations going on because people are not shorting Dogecoin. And that chart just shows that the Bitfinex short traders that are going on. So that's what that is. All right. Where are we? Still over 8.9. Trying to get back up above 9 cents. This is the daily chart. We'll keep that up for a little while. See what's going on. Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket and buy high. Buy high, sell low. Not a good strategy. Not a good strategy. And yeah, that's what it is too. A lot of those YouTubers are playing that game of shorting or leverage trading because they're either getting paid by the exchange as a way of marketing, right? Like from MEXC, or I've had MEXC, they reached out to me and I said, no, thank you. And I've had other crypto exchanges reach out to me and I said, no, thank you. Not interested in doing that. But a lot of these other YouTube channels, you'll see these, you'll see them constantly doing the leverage trading and the shorting. And then they've got their little links, right? Because they're trying to get you excited to do that too. And you'll use their link and they'll make some money off of that. So yeah, that's what it is. You lost $40 trying to buy Jesus coin. Yeah. Yeah. Some of those tokens are hard. They're hard to buy or they're hard to do anything with. You have to be very careful. And I don't think it's worth it. We're at the beginning of a bull market in the entire crypto industry. And yeah, maybe with the Jesus coin or some of these others, it's actually a token, but with some of them, right, you're thinking, oh, this will be like easy 10x, or maybe it will 100x. Yeah, but for every one of those that you might get lucky with, there's 10 others that you won't get lucky with, that the devs already bought in early, sold, and it'll just go down from there. So you just have to be careful with that. Holding my Doge, sold SHIB. Yeah, I'm still holding on to some SHIB, just because I think we're going to see SHIB do some crazy run, and that this wasn't it yesterday. It wasn't time for SHIB yesterday. We showed this chart here on this 1 hour chart. Yesterday afternoon, it's like all of a sudden SHIB just started taking off. Boom. But it just hasn't followed up yet. Now, could it? I think it will, and I'm going to stay on board with SHIB. And then I'll sell for a profit and roll that into Doge or Bitcoin once I get my SHIB profits. So thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. Thank you. So back to where we were. Doge price could double soon after a monstrous decline, which we had, right? Into the summer, into this bear market. We were like all summer long. It's like, oh man, Doge back at 5.5 cents. That was painful. It was painful. And as we were charting it along, every once in a while it would come up to 6 cents and back down to 5.7 or whatever. It was a long summer long, wasn't it? It was tough. But in the past few weeks, there have been positive moves. Bitcoin, ETH, other cryptocurrencies like Solana, Cardano, and Dogecoin. Dogecoin price formed a base, started a steady increase above 6.2 cent resistance, cleared key bearish trend line with resistance at 6.2. Bulls were able to pump the price above the 23.6 fib if you're into fib retracement lines. So swing high, swing low from 15.89 down gives you some new charting lines to work for. Doge is now trading well above 8 cents, the 50-week simple moving average. These are all bullish signs, suggest that bottom at 5.5, that was the bottom. That was it. We're not going to be back there again with Doge. So Dogecoin price could continue to rise above 10-cent resistance zone, 50% fib retracement level of the main decline from 15.89. That price surge could surpass 15.8 cents. So what is going to make that happen? For Doge, almost doubling in price, is going to need its own catalyst, which right now, December 23rd, and the Dogecoin to the moon mission. That's going to be the big one, the next one coming up for Dogecoin. I don't think we're going to see anything else in December, particularly for Doge. Like Tesla isn't going to start opening payments for Tesla cars. I don't think they're ready to do that yet. And the X payments thing on, X Twitter, that's going to take a number of months. Elon said last month that it would take up to a year to get that all in place. So that's fall of 2024. So these things are going to take time, and you just have to be patient with some of this stuff. And I know you want to see like, look at stacks, right? So here's my stacks chart, because I own stacks, so I have it on my list, and stacks takes off. Here's my average price at 85 cents because I was accumulating stacks back in the spring, and stacks just went into this deep bear market as well. You could have bought it down here at 45 cents or so. Again, this through August, and now it's up over $1.10, and it's just taking off. And then you've got Ordi. Ordi is another one that just took off. Here's already, boom. Just big green candles just going up to the right. You know, and that's all based off of Bitcoin and the popular, like creating these ordinals on Bitcoin. So those are what those two are. So I own one of them, which is Stacks, because I think Stacks as a utility does a lot more than Ordi does. But Ordi right now is seeing these double-digit gains because it's like the new hot thing, right, in Bitcoin ordinals. So you've got Ordi there taking off. Personally, I'm not buying any of this. I'm already in the game with Stacks, and I think Stacks in the long run is probably going to outperform Ordi. But I had to show you guys the chart. This is what is exciting about being in the beginning of a bull market, is you start to see things like this happening. And just because I don't have any of this, I can still say that's pretty cool. And for those of you that bought in at Ordi down here at like $2, $3, and now it's at $50, congratulations, good for you. But that's pretty cool. But Stacks, yeah, Stacks is a slower gain. Stacks did have its golden cross though, right here, when it was at 62 cents. And now it's up over $1. So it's almost doubled since it hit its golden cross. And I've got this, so I'm in this one. Flow Finder, welcome to the channel. You are now in line to receive Dogecoin from me. Congratulations. Congratulations. Sheeb is burning a lot of tokens. Yes, Bull Run. Eric, been following you for over a year. Also managed your DCA. Got your average down under 7 cents. Keep up the good content, videos. What do you think about XLM? I don't. I was watching XLM when it was like a similar price to Dogecoin. And I know now it's higher than Dogecoin, but long term, it's just, I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem a project. It kind of follows what XRP does, and I'm not interested in that. I want to invest in things that are doing things on their own. So, not an XLM fan. What tells us Dogecoin will go up just because Bitcoin is? It can't be because they are both just crypto. Well, Dro, actually it can. And this is how markets work. Because you see it in the stock market too. Like what makes the stock market go down, right? Investors have a negative outlook of the future of what's going to happen in the markets, and the stocks start going down. And it's like sometimes you'll have the whole stock market will go down. And it's not because the companies are bad. It's just the way markets work. So when there's good vibes in crypto market like there is now, and Bitcoin goes up, all cryptos go up too, regardless of what's going on. Like we didn't have any news today about Dogecoin. There wasn't anything particular about Dogecoin today to make it have this nice big green candle. But Bitcoin was going up. You get other investors coming in, buying, and so the price goes up. So yes, at many times, it's because Bitcoin goes up, many other cryptos go up too, not because of the particular project. But then you have some that outperform others, like Doge has this nice green candle today, which is great, but it's not the same green candle like Stacks has, which is this huge one. Stacks would have had a green candle regardless, but right now there is this pumping going on with these Bitcoin ordinals that is above and beyond what Bitcoin is doing. And so you see these big candles. So yeah, 35% today on Stacks. And it's still pushing up right now as we're live here, up at $1.14 now. It's still pushing up. Love it. This is bull market stuff. I mean, we've been in a bear market for over a year now. Bitcoin did have a little run in January. I do know that because Bitcoin was at like 16K and it ran up over 20, which was a great start of the year for Bitcoin. Most altcoins didn't do that, though. A lot of them kind of went up. And then in March, we're kind of up high, but then came back down, and it was a long crypto winter. With Doge, we were following. I'll go to the weekly chart on Doge, go out even further, and we're just like, ugh. So that is this whole market here from the time when Elon bought Twitter right here. That's that huge, this is on the weekly chart, big green candle. And yeah, Doge went all the way up to 15 cents and then got shorted down. And since then, it's just been up, down, up, lower, up, lower, up, lower. And then we had the summer where Dogecoin just bottomed out here. So that's what we were watching earlier, was that. And now we're seeing that big comeback. So yeah, it's been a long year, no doubt. For those that were accumulating down here, congrats. That was the time to accumulate. We didn't know how long it was going to be, but all summer long, if you guys that were with me, we were charting all of this. And I was like, okay, looks like it's coming, come September. And yeah, it waited until October because we kind of had a triple bottom. I thought maybe this run here near the end of September was going to be the breakout, and it didn't happen quite yet. It came back down for one more dip. So, hey, Ryan, how are you? So what's going to happen here now? This is what you guys want to know, right? Again, I said earlier, Bitcoin most likely is going to have some kind of retracement. It's not going to keep going up. Typically, when Bitcoin trades in these bullish markets, there is a retrace that happens. There is a fallback that happens, and that can be anywhere from 10 to 20%. This Dogecoin just pushed up over 9 cents. Got it. Sorry, guys. Just got a notification. Look at that. Look at that candle, guys. Dogecoin pumping. I got to do my clip here. Where's my Doge clip? Ba, 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 ba. Dogecoin! All right. So 909 now. You're too late, War Mentor. You said 905. It's already 909. Ryan, you came at the best time. We were just saying a little earlier, is Doge going to get above 9 cents? There we go. Here, let's zoom in on this. Let's get to the 1 minute candle. Look at that on the 1 minute. Tomorrow up again, pump? I don't know, Alex. Right now, still exciting. And we see that a lot of times when Bitcoin trades up. Dogecoin sometimes lags behind it and then goes on a run. And that's what we just saw here, because Bitcoin went over 42 here about half an hour ago. This was on the 1 minute chart. Bitcoin went up to 42,400 right there. And that was almost an hour ago. And now Dogecoin's doing it. So that happens a lot with Doge in its trading. If it went to 10 cents during the stream, Jason, I mean, this place will be crazy. This place will be nuts. It'll be nuts. Let's watch this on the 1 minute chart here, because the 1 minute chart is fun. But I got to play some more clips though, right? What are some other fun clips? How about this one?
We're gonna take Dogecoin to the moon.
Always a fun one. Dogecoin to the moon. We are in December now, guys. And what does that mean for Doge? That means A literal Dogecoin is going on a rocket ship to the moon and is going to be put on the moon. Yes. What is this? Vamps is asking the golden cross. Yes. So if you go on the chart, this is on TradingView, and you go to the daily, because the golden cross is a daily occurrence. So you go on the daily chart. And on the daily chart, you've got the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line right here. And then you've got this white line, which is the 200-day moving average. When the 50-day moving average moves above the 200 moving average, it crosses over. That is called a golden cross. And Dogecoin experienced that most recently on the 21st of November. And Dogecoin at that time was a price of, right where it hit my purple line, was 7.09 cents. And since then, it has gone up over 27% in 2 weeks since hitting that golden cross. And we charted it, and I made a video, or we were live, I forget which, that night. I guess it was the night after, the Wednesday, right? That's what we talked about. That Doge hit a golden cross. Look out. And look what Dogecoin has done since that golden cross. So there's your golden cross. Now, the last time Dogecoin had a golden cross, we just go all the way back to 10th of November of 2022. Dogecoin came down, hit the golden cross, and it was at a price of 7.5 cents. And then it kind of went up and down and then back up to like 10 cents was the run that it had. But then we were still in all that FTX mess, fallout that was going on. Bitcoin was dropping. Dogecoin could not hold 10 cents and then traded back down. But now we got this golden cross. A year later, we've just hit it again, and we're moving up. And this is on a daily chart. That's where the golden cross comes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ordi can do $50. Why not Doge with so much more hype and projects? So Samir, it depends on how many tokens there are, right? Right, and his bull run. Smaller market cap and token supply. That's why it's moving fast. That's why you may think about buying into low market cap cryptos. Always do your own research. Thank you, Miss Bull Run. We go to CoinMarketCap. And we say, okay, which are performing the best? Here's Ordi right here. Ordi there's 21 million Ordi tokens. Is that right? The circulating supply of 21 million. That's a very familiar number, because that is the number of Bitcoin there are, 21 million. So they made this thing with 21 million tokens. Or I don't know. I've never even looked at Ordi and what it's based on. Oh, it's a BRC20 contract. So it's built on Bitcoin. Yeah, essentially it's a token on Bitcoin with 21 million max supply is what it looks like. That's interesting. I've never looked at this before. That's interesting. Crazy. So 21 million ordinal tokens now trading at $51. But Dogecoin has 142 billion Doge. So it's all, right? It's you multiply however many coins or tokens there are by its price, and that gives you its market cap. So Dogecoin has a 12 billion market cap, even though it's only at 9 cents, where Cardano, just above it, has a 14 billion market cap but it's at 40 cents. And you would think, wow, if Dogecoin gets to 40 cents, it passes Cardano. No. If Dogecoin gets to 40 cents, it passes Cardano, Solana, XRP, because there's 142 billion Dogecoin. So that's how it works. Already got listed on Binance. Well, that could do it. I wonder how many Ordi tokens Binance had to buy for that. Let's see the markets. Yeah, Binance, there it is. It was on KuCoin before. You could get it on KuCoin, OKX, Bybit, HTX, Gate, but now it's on Binance. And look at Binance is now, of course, the #1 exchange trading Ordi. Wow. Yep. And if I look at the 24-hour percentage, what's #1 over the last 24 hours? It's Stacks. It's good to see that when you're in one of them and it's like the #1 mover. That feels good. And I know, Bullrun, there's Pepe right there. And I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. No, I don't own any Pepe. I'm doing quite fine with my Doge. Ordi can hit 1,000 per coin. It could. You never know. I don't know what Saber is. I don't know what Saber is. Saber. SBR. It's ranked number 2314. It's built on Solana. Wow. Is this one of those long shots that you're putting a few bucks into? Where can you buy it? Kraken? You can buy it on Kraken. 0.009. So less than a penny for Saber. What does Saber do? And I normally don't look at these things, but it's because I love you, Bullrun. Saber has recently migrated to new infrastructure. If you encounter any issues, use the old application at Legacy Saber. So what does Saber do? It's a place where you can swap tokens, connect your wallet, and swap. And it does pools and farms. Doesn't seem to be much more than that. What else does it do? And where do the Saber tokens fit in? Do you need some Saber tokens in order to do swapping? Yeah, I don't know. You have to go to their Discord channel to figure it out. You made crazy money on it already? All right. I'll look at it. KuCoin. I'll look at it on KuCoin. Under a penny. Let's see what it's done the last month. Wow, you used to be able to get it at 002. Now it's 009. And it already came up over a penny a couple times, past couple days. Right. Never know. Never know with these things. Dogecoin still moving up. 908, not slowing down. Hey, Elistine. Super. I don't know what super is either. Super? Is this Superverse? Probably because it's up 33%. Super Farm has rebranded to Superverse. So it also does farming. You can trade it on Binance and Coinbase. You can buy it on Coinbase. 72 cents. 451 million circulating supply. It's an Ethereum-based contract. But it's moving now. Crazy. Could have bought it a month ago for 12 cents, and now it's at 73 cents. Well, good for you. You got in 28 cents. Well, good for you. 28 cents. So that's almost tripled in price now from your average. Very nice. You want to be my assistant? Aren't you already somebody else's assistant? Yeah. Doge 909. Come on, get over 910. Let's see you break where you were early this morning. Let's see what they call a God candle, right? Just one of those big green spikes. That's what you want to see. You took some profits, Celestine. Very good. Hey, Vamps, congratulations on your JASMY. You're in the JASMY game. JASMY, again, came up over 0058, still half a penny for JASMY. Again, we're talking about low market coins that are like utility and real projects, widely available. And JASMY going to make another run, it looks like. So good luck with that. What is 9 cents on Coinbase, War Mentor? Oh, 9.1, a Doge. Doge 9.1 on Coinbase. Yeah, it looks like it just touched it. Yeah. This is the Binance chart I'm looking at here. This is the Binance chart. Still waiting for a Doge Elon Mars pump roller. Yeah, that's another one of those. I didn't get into that or Floki or no, none of those. None of those. Yeah, I know. We're talking about all these other coins. All of a sudden you said a price there, War Mentor, and I was just like, which one are we talking about now? A Doge, of course. The other thing I wanted to cover for Into the Block, again, 71% of all Dogecoin holders are now in the green at 9 cents. 71%. And 71% of all wallets have had their Doge for over a year. This is strong. That's very strong. So we'll be watching this and see what happens. But that's like strong holding in the green, because there's all these big things coming ahead for Doge. No one's selling their Dogecoin. Yeah, you can sell your super and, you know, it went up 2x, 3x, and you take your profits because you don't know what it's going to do, right? It could just crash to the ground and you have no idea. But Doge, we know where Doge is going, to the moon, and what Elon wants to do with Doge. So, yeah, that's pretty strong stuff. Pretty strong stuff for Doge. So AWOL, hey, welcome. So Changelly is predicting a retrace right here. We were looking at this and thinks around the middle of December, right around the time we do our crypto tax live stream, which is going to be here on December 13th. We're doing our crypto tax live stream, so be ready for that. That is going to be the most exciting live stream of the year, crypto taxes. But we have to do it in December before the end of the year so you can prepare and you can decide if you want to take some profits on something or maybe take something for a loss in order to what they call tax harvest, right? To even out your tax situation for 2023. So we're going to be talking taxes, and that's on December 13th. 2 nights from now, on December 6th, we're celebrating Dogecoin's 10th birthday. Billy Marcus let Dogecoin out into the world on December 6th, 2013, and it's having its 10th birthday. Changelly is predicting a retrace of happening in Dogecoin down to about 7.7 cents here by December 18th. Typical trading, right? Comes up, comes down. That kind of retrace does not surprise me because I think we're going to see something similar with Bitcoin. And here's the Bitcoin chart. And looking forward, and I'll go to the daily on this, that at some point in time, Bitcoin is going to come back and it's going to retest. And it could come down to like 35K. So if Bitcoin continues to ride this wave, at some point in time, we're going to see something that maybe comes down like that. That could happen. And if Bitcoin comes down that far, and let's say from top to bottom, it's a 15% retrace, which could happen. It could very well happen. We don't know what's, something in the world, right, causes this to happen. Some big thing against Binance happens. I mean, you never know, right? There's always news events and news stories going on. You don't typically see this huge run up like we've had in this channel, like we've had with Bitcoin, all the way back from like the 12th of October when Bitcoin was at 26K. You don't see this massive run up for 2 months solid and not have some sort of retrace. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm saying typical trading, there's going to be some resets, some retests that's going to happen. And this is like a 15% example that could happen with Bitcoin. And if we see that with Bitcoin, we would also see it with Dogecoin, something like this. And we would see Dogecoin come down. So because I look at this kind of trading and I know this happens, I have cash on the sidelines. And I'm waiting for this kind of move to happen to buy on a big dip. That's what I'm doing. I'm not buying right now. I've got cash on the sidelines and I'm waiting on a dip. And as I told Bull Run, I've got my eyes on something that I don't presently own now. And I've probably got a couple other good ideas today of some things I might look into. If this kind of retest happens. 9.2. I see, here I am talking and it's just Doge is just moving. I can't even finish a sentence. That's awesome. I can't complain. 9.14. 9.15. Let's go, Doge. Dogecoin to the moon. So somewhere along the line, there's probably going to be some kind of retest that's going to happen with trading. It just always does. Things just don't always go up. So I'm just telling you guys what I do. I've got a little cash on the sidelines and I'm just waiting. My Dogecoin is way in the profit. And I'm not touching it until Doge is way higher than it is now. 9.18. And this is moving without Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still at 41.9, just down here. The Doge is moving on its own. Is SHIB moving? What's SHIB doing? kind of limp. Not much in SHIB. This is a Dogecoin pump, 919. Woohoo, 920. Let's go. Dogecoin. That's what we got going right now. Is we've got a Dogecoin squeeze going on. Woohoo! Got all my dancing Doge. 922. I'm glad I stayed on extra long today for this live stream. Hope you all are enjoying it. Hope you all are enjoying it. I've got one more Doge to the moon. Where is that one? Ah, this one.
Taking Dogecoin to the moon. To the
moon. Dogecoin to the moon. Yes. Get all my fun little clips here tonight. Awesome. Is this a short squeeze? You know, again, like I showed earlier, there weren't a lot of short positions that were open, but let me take a look at this. Let me refresh this chart. Let's look at Dogecoin, what is happening right now. And let's look on the 5 minutes. Yep, liquidations are happening right here. We just had, in the last 5 minutes, and this is just Dogecoin here. This is looking all the way over here on the right. Just on Dogecoin, we have had $332,000 in liquidations in the last 5 minutes. And then before that, we had another 300. Over $600,000 shorts getting liquidated. Looks like Gala is moving too. See all these shorts showing up here? Looks like Gala is making a move. You can always tell what's moving if you see what's getting liquidated. Link is moving. There's some shorts. And then more on Doge. Wow. So yeah, Doge moves up and the shorts get liquidated. And let's see what platforms these are on. Binance, OKX, Huobi, BitMEX, and CoinEx. Big one on CoinEx. Somebody had $187,000 wrecked. So yes, I would say this is a short squeeze. Wonder what's going on with Gala. Just want to look at Gala real quick. Yep, look at Gala move. For those that are Gala fans, it's a long time in the making for Gala to start to move. But there's Gala moving. You have a bag of Gala too. Yes, I know, Bo. I know. And in Link, small move. That's not a big move. Yes, squeeze out those shorts. Squeeze them out. Yeah, who would short Dogecoin? Come on. Besides Barry Silbert. And I know Barry Silbert made a crap ton of money shorting Dogecoin back in May of 2021. A crap ton of money. But you know what? Karma's a bitch. And it caught up to Barry this year. So, the whole Gemini fiasco. So, I don't feel sorry for Barry. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Karma is a bitch, which is why I'm just giving out positive vibes. It's all good. We're having fun. I know, Ryan. I try not to on this channel because I don't want to get dinged. I don't want to go into some shadow ban territory again like I was before. I did not like that. Did not appreciate that, being shadow banned. Looks like AVAX is moving up. I just got a notification on AVAX. Oh, it's a little delayed. Avalanche moving up. Nice. Nice. Yep. Hodl, slowly add. DCA, you know, there's something to say about DCAing. You buy on the little dips. As soon as you see a red candle, you know, to buy some. And that's what we were doing all summer long when we were making this portfolio, is we were buying on all those dips through the summer. And now look at us, we're up. Well, let me refresh this. I don't think it's 14,200 anymore. It's 14,400. We just made $200 more. Just like that. So, not bad. We're up 44%. It'll be great when we hit our 50% mark, and we're just getting started. Awesome. Awesome. Looks like Doge can't hold 9.2 right now. This is the 9.2 line right there. Looks like we can't hold it right now. But Doge will be back. Doge will be back. Is gold pumping back up again? It retraced quite a bit. But it wouldn't surprise me to see gold pump up again. Nope, it's still down. This was the weekend pump here, where gold went up to like 2130, topped off at 2140. And then today it kind of sold back down. But I mean, this run you go to the daily chart on gold. This is gold. You see these big green candles here. That's quite a move for gold from the bottom up to the top. 17% gain in gold. That's pretty crazy. But yes, Bobby, Doge is better than gold. Because look at Doge's move in that same period of time as gold went on its run. Doge is up 57%, not 17%. But still, that's a good move for gold. So those are holding gold, and you see a run like that, like in a month, and gold goes up 17%. That's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. Buy the dips, Samir says. Yes. Yeah, people take profits, and I get that for the traders. There's a lot of people who swing trade Dogecoin, and when there's big green candles, they sell, and then they wait for the red candle and they buy back. And there are people who do that, and that does happen. Personally, I'm out of the swing trading business. I just get too stressed when that was going on. I made some videos about it like last spring when there were just some key indicators and key marks that to me were like, this is time to do a swing trade. And I made some decent money doing that. And I did the same with Algorand too. When Algorand was up at, like I had bought it like 16 and it went up to like 25 cents and I sold and I bought back at 20 thinking what a great move. And then Algorand tanked down to 10 cents and now it's back up to 15. But it was good for me to swing trade it when I did. But I'm not swing trading anything right now because everything's just going up. And I'm not, again, I don't know whether this kind of, let me go back to the daily here on Bitcoin. I don't feel confident that this kind of retrace is going to happen with Bitcoin here. I just don't have confidence in it right now. There's so many real positive things in the market, particularly with Bitcoin and these spot ETFs. Now in January, like on January 10th, if the ARK21 ARK Invest spot Bitcoin ETF is denied, if they just deny it, then we'll probably see some red candles. But until then, I think everything is just going up. Bitcoin has disconnected from the stock market. Yes, it has. I mean, look at Bitcoin's move here through October and November. And then we look at the S&P 500 during that same time. Well, I guess S&P 500 kind of went down in October, but in November it turned around and went right back up. That's a pretty strong move right there for the S&P 500. Probably not as good of a percentage as Bitcoin. Yeah, that's 11%. And Bitcoin's move, 55%. So there you go. I know, look out. Look out for gold. Chips, dips, chains, and whips. I don't know, Flow Finder. I don't remember where that one was from. I think Doge dips when the December mission takes off. Just a hunch. There is some reasoning behind that, as whenever there's a big hyped kind of Dogecoin event, sometimes it ends up getting shorted down. You see a big candle and then the shorters come out in mass and down it goes. So we do see some of that happens. So yeah, be kind of ready for that. Again, I'm going to be looking at doing some live streaming. It's on a Saturday, a couple days before Christmas. So I'll be looking at trying to get the rocket launch on a stream, and we'll live stream it together. Dogecoin going to the moon. I don't know how long it actually takes. I got to find a schedule, like how long it actually takes from liftoff to when the thing actually ends up on the moon. But it's not going to happen like in a span of a couple hours. It's going to be like days, I think. And I'm really not going to be streaming all through Christmas. So we'll see. We will see. Samir used to swing trade a lot in stocks. Yeah, I was doing that. 2020 was my big year of stock swing trading, because it was a pandemic year. Everyone was at home and there were all these small cap stocks, and I was doing a lot of swing trading then. And I made some really good gains on some things, and some stuff I got out of a position too soon before it took off. So I had a couple of those, and that kind of sucks, And that's why I only do it in crypto very, very occasionally, when I'm absolutely sure something is like a false run and it's going to come back down. And in a bear market, it was easier to do that. Now, because we're in the beginning of this bull market and there's so much enthusiasm in crypto and things are just going up and up and up, I'm not swing trading. I'm not doing it. ADA, $10. Let's get to $1 first on Cardano before it goes up there. But yes, I bought ADA at 24 cents, 24.5 cents, and now it's up at 40 cents, which is a good start. If we go to the weekly chart on Cardano, we can see man, by September of 2021, it was like $2.80. And look at the fall off in Cardano. I mean, that is just a red ski slope down. That's bloody, just absolutely bloody. But I bought down here at 24.5 cents. So is Cardano going to get back up to $2.80? We will see. We will see. So that is, yeah. And it just had a golden cross. If you guys didn't see, Cardano had its golden cross right there. Just happened Sunday, November 19th. And it hasn't taken off yet, but now it looks like it starts. Cardano is really weird the way it trades. Like Solana will go on a big run and Cardano does absolutely nothing. And then eventually Cardano goes on a run. It's kind of weird how that happens. So, but yeah, I own a little bag of Cardano now. And again, don't trust anything Bull Run says, because Bull Run owns everything. Jose, thank you for the subscription. I live in Boston, not San Francisco. Boston. In fact, the Celtics are playing tonight, so I can only be on till 7:30 because the Celtics are trying to advance in this like in-season tournament thing. So, yeah, thank you, Bobby. Yep, Boston fella. Ortho, yes, saw you on. Was it George's or Rob's? Which one were you on? Whichever one. I watch both of them. See what's going on their streams. The in-season tournament with Rob's, right? Yeah, on Rob's. Yeah, I've been watching Rob for a couple of years because I'm more like his age, so we see things similarly. But he gets into all of this gaming stuff now, and I'm not in the gaming. I own IMX. That's my one gaming play that I have. And I check on Gala. I used to own Gala, but then they had this thing going on between their founders, and they were like suing each other. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting out of this. I'm getting out of the Gala game. I can't. And maybe I'm missing out. It looks like Gala is now starting to wake up again. For those that are into Gala, I still have it on my list because I used to own it on the daily. See how, this chart looks really good. Again, since like 19 October, that's like the date when everything started to take off. Gala's up 130%. Wow. It's still not to the price yet where I sold it. It's still lower than where I sold it. Because if you go to the weekly on Gala, you'll see like the big dump it took. It's like, God, huge dump for Gala. I mean, Gala, look at this. It was up at 70 cents. And now it's at 2 cents, trying to get to 3 cents from 70. I know I'm totally missing out on Gala, but I mean, you can see, right? I've got all these others. And I don't want to own 100 different cryptos like you own. So, so yes, that's a big gain right there. But Gala was just looking bad. It was just looking bad, and so I cut my losses on Gala. Actually, was I even in a loss when I sold it? I don't remember now. 3.7 cents. So yeah, I sold it at 3.77 cents. I've got it on my little chart here. So yeah, and it's not even back to where I sold it. Could I have bought in at a lower price? I could have, but I was buying Cardano and I was buying stacks. And now I'm up big on stacks, right, Curtis? You can't be in them all. You enjoy the ones you've got and you applaud and congratulate those that are in the others you're not in. That's what I say. Overall, low roller, I would say crypto bear for altcoins continued through the summer, and particularly with Dogecoin, because if you said crypto was in a bull market since then, you would say, well, what happened to Dogecoin then? Because Dogecoin was at the end of the year, let's go to the end of 2023, Dogecoin was over 7 cents. And then here it was in this summer, and it was down at like 5.8 cents. So Doge was still in a bear market all the way up till October 19th. And that is when the bull market started for Doge. So we were buying all in here. Started in July, late July, and then bought in all through August and September into Dogecoin. And I was buying for myself on the side as well, additional Doge at 5.88 cents, because I knew it was only a matter of time before we were going to break out of that. And we have. So, And that's shown too in the Kriss Pax portfolio here with the 75,000 Dogecoin that we have an average price of 0.061. So we're up 48, almost 49% now on that Dogecoin we bought, 75,000 Doge right there. And again, that's the Doge I'm giving to you guys. What's going to be the price of Doge when I give this Doge out? We will see. We will see. Ryan picked up a few K over the summer. Very good. Oh, yeah, your boat. Yeah, I don't know where you're going to sail a boat, but okay. Look at that on the weekly. You zoom in and you see these big weekly green candles for Dogecoin. That is awesome. Here's the Bitcoin ones on the weekly. Big green candle. Look at this on the weekly. Wow, I never noticed this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weekly candles in a row are green for Bitcoin. Look at that. There you go. There you go, right there. That's awesome. But Bitcoin cannot stay above 42K. Or Doge, 921, guys. 921 for Doge. We are moving. Bulldozer, you made it. I'm doing an extra long stream. Started a long time ago. It's almost 2 hours now. I'm going because we're having fun. Hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. El Salvador president is finally profitable. And hey, you know who else is profitable? This guy, Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor and Bitcoin. And what did Michael Saylor say about Bitcoin?
But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin.
No, mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin. Well, some people might do something crazy like that. Who knows? But Michael Saylor's Bitcoin bet profit tops $2 billion. So I have, and I made this spreadsheet for those that are into spreadsheets. I made this because I did this video on MicroStrategy and where they are in their purchasing of Bitcoin. And so I made this so I could track myself each of their purchases and what their average cost is. So in between October 31st and November 30th, they bought another 16,130 Bitcoins at an average price of 36,785. And that brought their total number of Bitcoins to 174,530. Their average price went up over 30K, now at 30.2. But look at what their profit is. Over $2 billion in profit. And that's why MicroStrategy stock is going up, because you've got a company that has a $2 billion profit on a bet that only Michael Saylor was willing to take at a huge scale like that. I mean, he was buying when it was up at 59K here in 2021. He was buying Bitcoin. And again, later in 2021, right near the top, he was still buying Bitcoin. That's the power of DCA. You buy it, back in 2020, it was at 11,000. And he just kept buying all the way up to 59K, all the way back down to 16K, and now all the way back up to 36K. And he's still buying. And he's in huge profit. The same works with Dogecoin. You just DCA, and Dogecoin is going to be up at 30 cents, 50 cents. You don't know, right? You don't know. Oh, is Sheeb running? I just got a notification on Sheeb. What's Sheeb doing? Yeah, a little bit. I guess for Sheeb lately, for what it's been doing, this is probably pretty good trading up for Sheeb. But still, yeah, a little bit weak. A little bit weak. But yes, for Bitcoin with El Salvador and now Argentina as, let me refresh, as Neri is saying, right? And Dubai too. I didn't see that. Dubai adopting Bitcoin. Oh my God. This is crazy. Yeah, El Salvador president buying 1 Bitcoin a day. Do you imagine that? And he started at the top or near the top. And he just kept buying. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Yeah, a low roller. It's when you have the funds to do it. I would have loved to have bought all of my Dogecoin a couple of years ago. The beginning of 2021 when Dogecoin was less than a penny. But I didn't have as much money then as I have now available to buy. So my average now is 7 cents because I was buying not only my 2-cent Dogecoin initially, but also up to 8-9 cents. I bought probably some at 15, 16 cents. And then back down to 5.88 cents. So overall, I think my average is probably around 7 cents for all of my Dogecoin that I have so far. Am I still going to be buying Dogecoin at 9 cents? Yeah, probably. If we see Doge continuing to trade up and then we see a dip down, I'll buy on the dips. I'm waiting for the dips. That's how I buy. There are some who just set it and forget it, like 1 day a week, whatever day it is, that's what I'm buying. I'm a little more of a trader, so I look for the dips. And if Bitcoin is indeed going to have some kind of, if it's going to have some kind of dip that happens with Bitcoin, I'm going to be ready to buy when that happens. I've got cash on the sidelines waiting to go. I don't know whether this is going to happen or not. But if it does, I'll buy on the dip. If it keeps going higher and then eventually does a dip, I'll buy on that dip. I may end up buying a little higher, but we'll see. But that's how I do it. But these candles, oh my God, Doge still going up. 922, guys. Doge. Look at that. Came over 920, went back down, but yet on the 15-minute chart, logged another green candle, and it's still going up. So this is all during my live stream. All these green candles. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Doge, sky's the limit. You're late here? Welcome, though. GB Disc Golf. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've been going for a couple hours just watching this big run here that Dogecoin's been on. And it just keeps going up. Doge gets on these runs, guys, and it's just like, wow. Next resistance. Okay, let's see where we are. So Dogecoin has not been at this level since April. And that line, well, I've got the red one at 10 cents, but before that, it's about 9.4. 9.4 cents comes over to this last high which was right there. Let me make that orange so you can see it there. There you go. So that was the run up on 18th of April. That was right before Doge Day. And then what happened on Doge Day? 420? Dump. Don't buy into Doge Days. It never works for Doge Days. And it didn't again this year. So yeah, it looks like 9.4 and then a solid 10 are the next two levels for Doge. Yeah, right now, just tough to hold 9.2 right now. Just not holding it. But we're seeing everything else in the red here in the last 5 minutes. So 9.4, it's not strong at all. It's just a previous high back in April. That's all it is. I don't see any other touches to that line. So the strongest resistance is much higher. It's at 15 cents, I believe. Well, I don't know. This whole Twitter buyout that Elon did, that was that big run up and run down. There's not really much there to look at. I mean, you got to go all the way back to April of 2022. So that's like a year and a half ago. And there's some solid trading here between like 13 and 15 cents. So that's really the big trading there last time for Doge. April of 2022. So dropping is a relative term, right? It's just, again, things don't always go up. And this is like in a 5 minute. In 5 minutes, yeah, it can go down a little and it could turn around and go back up. If it keeps going down, I'll end the stream. So what do you guys want? What do you guys want? These are the days we were planning for while DCAing in the depths of pain. Yes, exactly, Ortho. Couldn't have said it better myself. You're gonna roll it all into Bitcoin? Yeah, not a bad plan. Play with some alts, book the profits, and roll it into Bitcoin. Not bad. Picked up about 274 Doge on your DCA at 9 cents. Okay. Yeah, we could come back and retest 9 cents here. That's this yellow line here. We could do that. Uppies, please. Up. I don't know. This might be it for the short term. This extra little run up we had right until 7 o'clock. Could be. Looks like everything else is kind of trending a little down. Oh, your SIA coin is still going up. Look at that. You still into SIA there, Boron? There's a nice little candle for you. SIA's moving. That's about it right now. Oh, it looks like Pepe's moving. Of course, SIA and Pepe. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else going on here is Doge broke a 700-day resistance. That was that 8.7 cent mark. Was a 700-day resistance. Can you believe that? There was the flash up and down when Elon bought Twitter, but then you have to go all the way back. That was incredible to get through that line. So feel good about that. Now, Doge could come back and retest that 8.7 cent line. That's how trading generally works, is you have a really strong resistance and it'll bounce and bounce and bounce off it. Then it'll come up above and come back and retest. So we could see a retest of 8.7, which is this blue line right here. That could still be in play because that was strong resistance from 700 days ago. So yeah, we could see a few little red candles here coming down. You still have your bag of Sia and Pepe. Yes, I know. Well, they're both doing very well right this very minute. Oh, Sia's is coming back down a little. And Pepe's is, not a lot of trading on Pepe on this Polynex chart. I got to get a different Pepe chart. I don't know where the bulk of the volume is on Pepe. OKX or Pepe Tether on Binance. Which one do you like? We'll do Pepe Tether on Binance for now. Yeah, it's kind of turning back down. But your Sia coin is moving. Well, it was. There it is. It's nice to see those little candles just pop up when everything else is in the red. But yeah, Doge, we might have a little. So that was that. So that was that very interesting line of sort of 2-year accumulation line there. Was really amazing at 8.7 cents. So very exciting now for Doge to be above that, and I hope it stays up and we can just move on up into the teens. Would be awesome for Doge. And then we have Doge versus SHIB. Right now, Doge has really been outperforming SHIB, but SHIB is going to have its day. Again, for those that weren't here earlier, yesterday SHIB just went on a run on Sunday, but then just couldn't sustain it. Where Dogecoin just kept going up instead. So 14 cents would be a dream, Ryan, but it would just be a start. My target, again, my first target is 35 cents. That is going to be that big resistance right there from August of 2021. So that was after the big fall, after the shorting that Barry Silbert did, along when Tesla was also nosediving, when Bitcoin was nosediving, when Elon stopped accepting Bitcoin payments for Tesla cars. And so that hit at the same time, and the whole crypto market dove down. Dogecoin went all the way down to 16 cents and then rallied back up to 35 cents. So that's that yellow line there. That's my target line, 35 cents. For me, on my average of 7 cents a Doge, that's a 5x return. And I think a 5x return is pretty good. Now, that's just me, but if you've got millions of Dogecoin, a 5x return is pretty good. But that would just be a line where I would just start skimming some profits, not selling all. Again, that's my strategy. You do you, but for me, I'm not selling any till at least that line. That's my target line. So, because before that, when Dogecoin went on this crazy run all the way up to 74 cents and all the way back down, I had bought mine over here on 29th of January at 2 cents. And I held it all the way up and all the way down. And I did not take any profits. So I learned I'm not going to buy into this Dogecoin to $1 hype because that's what it is. I'll be very grateful if Dogecoin went to $1. That would be awesome. But I'm not going to be having all of my Dogecoin again waiting to see if Dogecoin actually hits $1 next time. I will be layering out and taking some profit. I will never sell all of my Dogecoin. I will always own some Dogecoin, but I will be taking some profits this time. And then all of these other coins that I own, sometime between late 2024 and early 2025, I'm going to be taking profits on these. Where is Stacks going to be then? I don't know. Stacks used to be up here at like over $2. Now it's at $1.17. I'm already up on my Stacks, but if it gets up here to like $2.80, near $3 again, I'll probably sell the Stacks. And just like all of these other coins that I own, the VeChain I held all the way through the last bull run. When it goes back up there to like 24 cents, and now it's at 2.4, that's a 10x return. How can you not take your profit on that? That's kind of my thinking right now. Of course, there's a lot of other people thinking the same way, which might put a damper on a lot of the bull runs that's going to come. But again, there's going to be so many more new people coming into crypto that I think that's just going to outweigh those that are selling. There's going to be, I mean, crypto is just out there more and more in the news. And this next bull run is going to be so epic. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Plus those countries that we were talking about earlier that are adopting Bitcoin, you're going to hear more and more of that as well. So yeah. You're going to hit that. With just a tweet, it hit over 70 cents. It's going way higher. I hope so. I hope so. Jason, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bum, 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 bum. You're going to sell your Doge at 65 cents? It's good to have a plan. Although I would suggest maybe not all. Why don't you keep a little bit? Because you know what? You'll be able to use Dogecoin as currency on X Twitter, on the X platform. Have some Doge, keep some Doge. Take a big chunk of profit, but keep a little bit. I'm always going to own some Dogecoin. I'm never going to sell it all. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. I think Elon is avoiding saying anything. That could be, Jared. We could be, Elon can be just kind of giving us little winks and nods here about Doge, but not coming out and saying what his true plans are so that he doesn't get sued. Until he actually has Dogecoin integrated, can he actually say anything about it? I think. So I'm waiting for that. That's what I'm waiting for. I can come back and live stream again after the basketball game. I wish I could, but I got work tomorrow. I'm still working. I'm making probably more money now on crypto with this run as my salary, but my salary gives me other things too. Plus it's a great job. I love what I do. So I gotta sleep and got a bunch of meetings tomorrow and stuff like that. So I do all that too. I know I've got 15 minutes. Well, the game probably won't start at 7:30, probably more like 7:40 because they do all the intro stuff. But I got to get some food and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, we'll get there. I got a few more minutes. If you sell at 35 cents, what's the percentage of taxes will you have to pay? What a great question, Rustic Plate. Come back on December 13th, and we are going to have a whole live stream dedicated to crypto taxes. It is going to be the most important live stream you guys have ever attended. It's going to be on December 13th. So be ready for that. Tax day. Yes, Jason. Tax day, December 13th. We're going to be talking taxes. And I'm not going to come on till probably till about 7 o'clock or something like that, because I got an event late that afternoon, and I won't be back yet. But I will put out a lot of information about it. We're going to be talking crypto taxes. We're going to be talking what to do over the last 2 weeks till the end of the year for tax harvesting, either loss or gain. We'll talk about capital gains. We'll talk about tax strategies, like all of that stuff. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax law specialist or anything like that. It's just I've been through the cycle a few times, and I kind of know, having filled out tax forms before, kind of what that's all about. And so we're going to talk about that on December 13th. I would do it this week on Wednesday, on December 6th. However, we have the other excellent thing to talk about and to celebrate, which is Dogecoin's 10th birthday. And that's going to be Wednesday at 5 o'clock right here on the Kriss channel. We are going to be celebrating Dogecoin's 10th birthday. We're going to look back at Dogecoin's history, and as well as look at how Dogecoin, of course, is trading that day, where it's been between now and then, and maybe a little more insight into how it may trade towards the end of the year and into next year. So we have all of that coming this Wednesday. And then Friday, we'll do a late night stream, which is just cool, relaxed. So for those that want to join on Friday night, that's at 10 o'clock at night. We do a late night stream, which is just chill. So we have all of that coming up. And then I put out videos in between, just of whatever the topic is of the day, do a video as well. So we have all of that going on, a lot going on at the end of the year here. Dogecoin 9.1 cents. Let's hope it stays above 9. That's going to be the first target. And if not, then maybe down to 8.7. I wouldn't be surprised if it came down and bounced off this. Again, it's going to depend on what else is going on with Bitcoin and others. Bitcoin now down to 41.7. It's really not dropping yet. So holding strong. Again, we'll see how that all goes overnight. Hayden just got in the stream. I've been here over 2 hours. I'm just ending the stream now. But come back on Wednesday, 5 o'clock, and we will be streaming again. So hope you all are well. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. Like, subscribe, all of that. And do consider joining the channel, and I will be giving you Dogecoin. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.